Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of The Commute.
Where I'll be your driver.
And I'll be your passenger. So we got China cracking down on some laws. No more funeral strippers.
Oh, is that a big problem?
It's a big problem. China's big on morals. They like thinking they have the best morals and, making a show of that. Well, also a thing with them is the more people that come to your funeral, the higher respected you are. So they always want there to be a lot of people at your funeral. So in the past they'd have, bands playing at them to draw people to your funeral. Like I wouldn't go to your funeral otherwise, but that band's playing?
Yeah.
I'll be there. It's like a party. They would get new released movies and have movie showings at funerals to get people to go. And I guess it doesn't matter how they got there, just if you have so many people at your funeral, you're good. Well, it was starting to become okay, worn out. So then these families started getting strippers to come. And there's videos out there of it. And it's just strippers on a pole, on either side of the coffin.
What?
With lights and shit going on. And that's it. And it was bringing tons of people, to this free stripper show.
Yeah.
But the government got all up in arms because there's kids there, and they're just saying it's immoral anyway, and they're breaking the law. I guess you're not allowed to do that anyway. So they said they're cracking down that both the stripping company or strippers, as well as the family who rents them or gets them, buys them, I don't know, will be penalized.
Wow.
So yeah, no more strippers at your funeral. However, I don't think that's illegal in America.
No.
And I'm thinking I got a new way I want to be buried.
Yeah. Stripper poles on either side.
Well, especially if I use one of those things we're talking about with the pods.
Yeah.
Pod me in the ground. Strippers on each side.
Yeah. You could even be buried in a stripper pole in a strip club.
Oh.
You just pour it right inside the pole.
Yeah. Fucking bags sliding all around.
Yeah. For all time.
I might have to do that. Put me in a strip club. Scientists genetically modify human embryos for the first time. And people are upset about that too.
I am not one of them.
Another thing from China. I swear I didn't get this off the China News website. No.
You just naturally fall into...
These were on, where were they? I don't know.
The Odd News.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, they said they have genetically modified human embryos for the first time ever. There was debate if you could or should do it. There was the knowledge of being able to do it, but there were doctors that wouldn't do it just for ethical purposes. But then they had a bunch that went ahead and did it. And they say they took a whole bunch of new embryos, and they tried it. Now, they didn't all take, but what they're doing is they're trying to get rid of genetic diseases. So if you have that in your family, they can go and they can remove it and replace it with new DNA.
Yeah, because there's that breast cancer gene that because that was the whole deal with what's her face, Angelina Jolie, right?
Yep.
Where she had that, she was 60% chance that she was going to get breast cancer or whatever because of that gene.
They could have, anytime she got pregnant, they could have made sure that kid didn't have that gene. They said they did 86 early stage embryos and injected them with a gene editing tool called CRISPR-Cas9, an enzyme complex that binds to and snips specific sequences of DNA. They said it's a long way from designer babies, though, which is what they're... Now, here's their biggest... This would kill me. Their biggest problem with having designer babies is that it would cause a new thing for people to, be racist against.
Well, yeah, like Gattaca.
Yeah,
you ever seen that movie?
like that. But like that's your biggest problem. Like, no matter how someone's born, they're going to get picked on for some reason, or maybe not. But I don't know if that would ever be something you should not do this for.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
But they said it isn't ready to be used in clinical setting because they did have a lot of problems with deformities happening when they were trying this as well. It just happened to be that they had one that took.
Yeah, I mean that's all kinds of manipulation. That just is not, science is not at that point yet.
No, and they admit that. At least they admit it. It's not like this head doctor saying you can replace a head next year.
It's a magic glue.
This I found interesting. Norway is getting rid of FM radio completely.
Oh, yeah?
There will no longer be FM radio in Norway as of beginning of 2017. They'll be done with it. They're switching strictly to HD. And they said the reason behind it, they said don't worry, like it won't happen in the U.S. 243 million people weekly listen to AM and FM radio in the U.S. Norway only has 5 million people, and it's very hard for them to even get reception in FM because they have a lot of mountains, a lot of foliage,
right?
And it's very expensive to upkeep and maintain. So they said, well, screw it, we'll get rid of it, and we're strictly on to HD, which is better quality and you get more stations. So
it's interesting.
But I thought it was weird. Like, wow, imagine going somewhere and there's no
FM,
no radio
at all. Yeah, you take that for granted.
I assume no AM either. You know, no AM. They didn't say anything about it, but if they have AM even. Let's see. Stations are actually operating on profit margins that are not very high. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing is like how profitable is radio in general now anymore.
Yeah,
it's not.
Radio is kind of like becoming the new bookstore.
Yeah.
You know, there's no need for bookstores, so they just fall to the wayside.
Right.
And radio, between having these satellite radios as well as just online stuff.
Yeah.
And
Spotify.
The
amount of the amount of data storage that you have available to you, like on the go.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, how many assholes do we drive by that got fucking earbuds in their fucking ears? What the fuck there?
It's getting down. Who cares if you're honking at me? I can't hear you.
That shit's got to be fucking illegal, right? I mean,
it is.
Tell me that's fucking illegal.
Oh yeah, you're not allowed to drive with headphones on, which is essentially what earbuds are.
Every other fucking asshole on this road.
I knew a guy who used to watch TV. Put a portable DVD player up on his dashboard up here, and he put the earbuds in. And he could be beeping at him all day long, and he just
because you drove by him one day, and he was like just sitting there watching it.
A whole a couple miles on the way to work. I was behind him. And he told me he had done this before, so I'm watching him, and he would stare at the screen. Every now and then he'd look up at the road, and he'd stare at the screen. I knew he was going to ram into somebody. I don't know how he hasn't, at least at that point.
Yeah.
But, whoa. Yeah.
That's fucking absurd.
And what was the fucking show he watched on top of it? It was with the three sisters that are witches.
Oh.
Charmed.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you fucking risk your life for Charmed?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. I'm on season 6. Okay. And then when he was done, watch it over again.
Oh, he just kept going through.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was like he loved this. It wasn't all there.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
Now, here's a great thing. I think this guy's a fucking genius. This guy gets tired of potholes in his town not being filled and the roads not getting fixed. So what he does to bring attention to it, he paints large penises around the entire pothole so that the town has to come out
to get rid of the penis.
Get rid of it. And I guess to get rid of the penis, he might as well fill the pothole, or he's just going to do it again. And he said it hasn't worked every single time, but most of the time it does. The pothole gets fixed within 48 hours.
Wow.
And these are potholes that have been there for over a year.
Huh.
But because he's drawing big penises on them,
they get fixed right away.
Yeah, I guess people call to complain, so they come out and fix it. Now, See, like there's... That's what he does, is art. He says he doesn't use permanent paint, so just in case they don't, he's not leaving penises everywhere. The town is very upset with him because they're saying, kids got to walk to school, and they're seeing penises. He's saying, well, then go through the town and fill all the potholes.
Yeah.
And it won't be a problem. I'm kind of on his side with this.
Yeah, I agree.
He said, people getting flat tires from the stuff. And then when you do, it's hard to say which pothole it came from because there's so many potholes.
Well, what's more dangerous, a kid seeing a drawing on the road or a car driving next to him losing control because it hit the pothole?
Yep. Here's another one. Even like when it's around a grate, it's fucking penises it up. And they're saying, so the town is saying, him doing this has nothing. He's just saying all he's doing is leaving graffiti. It costs us money every time he does it. And he's like, well, yeah, but to fill the pothole. And they're saying, no, because we have a plan to fill all the potholes in the town. And he messes their plan up because they come out right. You have a fucking plan. If these things are getting fixed, if there's potholes that are over a year old, you don't have a plan for fixing
that's
this shit. And all of a sudden they get fixed.
That's not part of your budget.
So I might have to start doing that.
Yeah.
If I ever see potholes, not that we have a huge problem where we live. Where we work is another problem.
Right.
I'm gonna start drawing penises in the roads there.
They get fixed pretty quick though up in Wilmington.
Yeah, they don't do a horrible job of it.
Yeah. I mean, because even that giant crater where we couldn't even go straight down that fucking road for like a week.
We couldn't go down it. We would have to turn off here.
Yeah. But even that one they tried to fix, it was fixed within a couple days, I guess.
This is great too. The town is Ram's Bottom. It's near Manchester.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. He's got a Facebook fan page if you want to check that out. There's a graffiti artist, what's his name? Banksy?
Yeah.
He calls himself Wanksy.
Oh, okay.
So, check out Wanksy. Just walking in the fucking car, douchebag. Jesus Christ. Like he was trying to.
Yeah, he wanted it. He's got his Frosty. His life's over.
That would make life good. It can't be a real Frosty. He's drinking with a straw.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a Frosty float.
See their spicy sandwich they got there now? It's got fucking like jalapenos and shit on it, and ghost pepper sauce.
I saw they have ghost pepper chili cheese fries.
That's on this chicken sandwich. I haven't been to Wendy's in a long time,
be good.
but I think I
might
kind of
make
want to
you
go to Wendy's.
Yeah. I will definitely fucking go for that shit.
Because you can't get spicy food anywhere. There's no place like that.
Not good spicy food.
No.
And they say it's spicy, it's just not.
No, never is.
But their spicy chicken has a little bit of a spice to it.
Yeah, it does. Like, that's the closest
The hot sauce
you
they
get.
give you with the chili, that's got some spice to it. You gotta use a lot.
I don't think I've ever had that.
It's good stuff.
Now I'm hungry.
Alright, well, fuck these then. Alright, well, that'll do it anyway for this episode of The Commute. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube and Facebook. Follow us on Twitter @DriverPassenger, or shoot us an email about anything you want at thecommutePodcast@comcast.net. Hope to see you soon.